Previously on Married to the Game.
When we met, you were not supposed to be a hockey player, and I still loved you.
If I was a nerd, would you still love me?
I'd still date you, but you need that body.
They have to make room for you. They need you so desperately. It'd be just magical if we would get signed with the Leafs.
Hello?
What's going on?
Had to have surgery. The good news is that I fly back for the birth.
It's a huge relief that John will be there for the birth. It's just bittersweet. You know, I wish you were playing hockey.
When I leave, Dara's in charge. I think that our life probably doesn't make a lot of sense to a lot of people. No matter where I am, like someone's always sort of like judging me. It's already hard enough without anybody else's opinions.
I'm at the Bold grand opening at the Eden Center. They contacted me 3 years ago to do a collaboration and to design a pair of glasses. And the Nadine, which is the one that I created, is the biggest seller of the company.
I'm buying like 3 pairs of yours. I'd like to hear that.
It's really busy and I'm pumped. I think Bold could help my career a lot outside of Quebec because they sell worldwide. Thanks for coming.
How do you think it went?
I think it went well.
Yeah.
I'm so happy because my friend Claire Bear came from London to support me.
I'm so proud of you.
Go grab a drink.
Okay, done.
Claire is married to Cameron, Cameron being one of Brandon's best friends. Claire is the coolest, she's funny, she's so supportive, and she's always there when I need a shoulder to cry on.
Where are you in the world these days?
I'm mostly in Montreal, and it's been so easy to have Brandon in Toronto.
That's gotta be nice.
But now he's going to Germany.
What?
Yeah. So Brandon's situation with Leafs hasn't evolved. He was still skating, not playing. So he signed a contract with the Nuremberg Ice Tigers.
When did he tell you that? Oh my gosh.
Yeah, no, it happened this week. He was hoping to get a spot with the Leafs. Got tired of waiting. I'm surprised, but I'm not in shock.
He felt wanted, which he hasn't felt in a long time.
I think it's good that Brandon took that decision because I don't think nothing was coming out of the NHL for him this season. And if he would have waited too long, then he would have not played this year.
He wants to play. Can you imagine? Like sitting in the locker room, being around the team, not traveling with them,
No.
and not playing at night?
I know that for him, it's a huge deal to kind of give up on the NHL and to go to Europe. I think that's the hardest thing he's ever done. But you know how I am? I'm an absolute fucking disaster. I found out, like, in the car on the way to do a radio interview.
Brandon doesn't say anything about, like, not releasing it. So the girl's like, so how's Brandon? And I've been asked this question, like, for weeks now, and it's just so annoying. So I'm like, well, actually, it's funny. I just found out that he's going to Germany.
Oh my God.
One media took the news and then spinned it. Within an hour, there was like 70 websites that reposted the news.
Brandon never told me not to say anything. So if you don't want people to talk about shit, you tell them not to.
Brandon was so mad, he's like, you can ruin the deal. Like, we haven't signed yet.
Oh my God, he hadn't even signed.
Brandon freaked out. I don't think I could have killed the deal. I think he said that to make me feel bad about myself and guilt trip me.
So when's he going?
He's leaving on Sunday.
Hold on, you just get dropped this bomb and then he's leaving.
And then he's leaving.
At least with Vancouver, you know, you guys were on your honeymoon trip, so you could kind of digest it together. It's like you got the information apart.
Now it's just like boom, boom.
At least Vancouver was like in Canada. Germany, I feel like that's like another planet.
Oh my God, thanks, Claire.
Have you guys talked about the wedding or?
The thing is, I know where he is now, but I don't know where he's gonna be next year. Maybe he's gonna go there and not like it and decide that he shuts it down after like this half season. Or maybe he's gonna love it and wanna play there next season.
Yeah.
So if he goes next season,
But when you do it off season anyway?
He has to leave in August, early August.
Oh, right.
Fuck, I didn't think about that. I kept saying like, oh, we could get married in August.
No, you can't get married in
can't.
August.
All season, I feel like we've been in limbo, not really knowing what's gonna happen with Brandon's career. But now that we know that he's going to Germany, it's not easier. It's kind of hard to plan a future when you're 6 hours away from the person you're in love with. I think that will make things a lot more complicated.
Nice, nice. That cup looks tiny in your hands.
My finger doesn't even fit. My knees are above the table and down.
I just arrived in San Jose. Sharks are 2 months into the season, and now it's time to get back to work on Team Vlasic. Mark has important games coming up. My #1 priority on the list is for him to win a Stanley Cup, so time to get back to business. What do you give yourself out of 100 the last 10 games?
85.
85? Wow, Jesus.
I know, that's pretty low.
No, somebody's pretty fond of himself, 85.
I would have easily given myself 95.
Oh, I put you under 80. Sorry.
Oh, it's...
You're right under, though.
Well, when you play against the top line of every team.
I've seen you play against the top line for
Unfortunately,
11
yeah.
seasons.
Yeah.
You've played better. Even when Mark is playing 75% his best, he's still much better than most. But he has to work harder this year for another shot at the Stanley Cup. I personally feel like
Let me stop you right there.
the last 10 games have been a bit harder.
Thank you for your opinion.
Maybe you would prefer if I was the kind of wife that tells you you're the best all the time and that was the best game
That'd be
ever.
great.
Really? Would you like that?
No, because I like that you know what you're talking about.
I think my opinion really matters to Mark because I'm the person who knows him best and I'm the person who watches every game, so he values my opinion and that's really nice.
You know I play my best, though.
So maybe you get back on top the next 2 games. In San Jose, it's all about Mark all the time. His games, his naps, his pregame meals, so my schedule is his schedule. Taking care of everything so he doesn't have to.
It's nice you know hockey. Sometimes I don't even need to ask you about how I played or not. I already know you know.
Like that one game at home, instead of telling you, Beb, you played terrible, I baked you cookies.
Cookies instead. Yeah. We can always have these conversations, so it's nice.
Mark and I have a lot of fun with hockey. You know, it's great, but as I'm getting older, I always feel like my life is not complete. There's something missing.
2 more minutes to Austria. You look super happy today. Did you have good airplane sleep? No. Yes, you did. Chloe. Oh, there you are. I so tired.
We are moments from touching down in Austria, and I am so excited. It's been about 3 months since we last saw Jamie.
Oh my gosh. Wait, Chloe, one more.
Okay. I just cannot wait to have my husband back, have my family all in one place. It is for sure the best feeling to see those kids run up to their dad.
What about me? What about me?
To get to reconnect with this man that I love so much is just like the best thing ever. My whole world becomes complete again.
Ready to go?
Yeah.
Let's get home. Are you so happy we're here?
I'm so happy.
This year we're staying in Austria for 6 weeks. After 5 years of doing this, it's become our norm. However, the logistics of it's getting really hard to leave my business.
All right, we're here.
But for the kids, it's so important for them to get to spend time with their dad.
What is that?
This is a model airplane. It's so fun to build. I used to build them when I was a kid.
I think for Jamie, he is absolutely thrilled. So happy to have all the noise back in his life.
I'm so happy you're here, Bugaboo.
Did I get a present?
Just me.
I like my present.
Oh my goodness.
Going to Austria is sort of like my life vacation, and I just feel like, oh, the weight of the world is lifted off my shoulders. You know, he's there. Everything is finally okay.
Nobody's allowed to ask Mommy for anything for like 3 days. Mom? No.
Mom!
No.
Jamie's contract is up this year, and we don't know what's gonna happen, so we're really trying to enjoy every single moment because we just never know if it's gonna end or not.
Mommy's off duty officially.
It wasn't bad intention.
How many times have you fucking opened your mouth when you shouldn't have?
Just thinking maybe if I play like 8 more years, we could play on the same line together.
the perfect game to come see me play live. You haven't seen me play live in a while. Ow. Concussion, I'm out.
Can't play tonight. Tonight is my first home game, and it's a big game against the Chicago Blackhawks. So far this season, I think Mark's been playing okay. I definitely think he can do better, but I think against Chicago, he's gonna pick up his game.
Let's go. You're making Peppa very late, okay?
Come on,
And if Peppa's late, he loses his job and we can't buy you treats anymore.
When Mark's ready to leave, I kind of try to like get him excited for the game.
Have you ever scored against the Blackhawks?
Yep.
Against Crawford?
Yep.
Corey Crawford is the goalie for the Chicago Blackhawks. He's had an amazing career. You're due.
Well, do my best.
That's not good enough.
I'll do more than my best.
When Mark's ready to leave for his game, he always has this ritual where he does like a high five thing with the dogs, like each of them. And
C'est un bon match, chérie?
my ritual on a game day is to wear my 44 necklace, and our ritual together is our secret handshake.
Je t'aime.
Je t'aime aussi.
Bon match.
The game's over. We're really happy. Sharks won 2-1 against the Blackhawks. Tonight, I would rate Mark a good 95%. Very proud of him. I think he gave it his all.
What was with that penalty?
I know. Can you believe it?
Typically, after a game, we always have a debriefing of the game.
I don't know. I guess I would have called you on that if I was the ref, but I'm so sorry. Like, I'm a Tays fan. I'm so sorry.
Jonathan Tays is one of the best players in the world, best players on the Chicago Blackhawks. He's got 3 Stanley Cups.
I'm a Tays fan too, but when I stick check you in the corner and you fall down.
But good for him. You draw a penalty. That's all I can think of.
I do not mention other players to get under his skin. It's just, as soon as he knows who he's playing, he knows which player I like on that team. And even he will make fun of me and tell me like how my player didn't have a good game or something. So it's just something we do together.
It sucks that you got a penalty, but good for him. He drew a penalty. You know what I mean? I'm kind of like, I'm kind of heartbroken on this one.
Yeah, I don't think he drew a penalty on that one.
His whole career, Mark never thought he deserved a penalty.
I see Crawford play. I get...
Oh, I couldn't get one by him today.
I know, you had good chances.
Mark did not score against Corey Crawford, although he did try really hard. I'm not surprised, but...
What do you use Corey Crawford? Like, every time I see him play, I just think, man, that guy's good.
I'll get him next time. I save my goals for the road.
You do? Now that I'm back, I want to make sure Mark keeps it above 95% at all times, because we are going to win the Stanley Cup. Oh my God, yes.
Watch out, Corey Crawford.
For your dad? I got home from Russia and the past month has been total chaos. John has a fracture in his elbow and he also tore a ligament. He had to go to Germany for surgery. You look handsome. On top of that, the builder of our home, they used faulty pipes, and so we have to replace all of our pipes because there's a risk of the pipes leaking. There's definitely a silver lining. It's a huge relief, a huge load off my shoulders that I know that John will be back home for the birth. He'll be home for 6 weeks.
Home sweet home. Hello, hello. Hi, boys.
Hi.
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 Yeah.
Welcome
Hasn't
home.
been too long.
Between John's injury, my house being torn apart, my due date coming up pretty soon, I have so much to do. Anything else, sir?
Yeah, maybe a knife.
Oh my God. Is this how it's gonna be the next 6 weeks?
No, I could get it, but...
Taking care of you? A regular knife or a butter knife?
I make it harder on my life.
Oh my God. I'm excited that John's home, but he's definitely gonna get in the way. I need to be preparing for the baby and not really thinking about cooking, cleaning, doing all of his laundry. So what did the doctor say your rehab is gonna be like?
I think it was just 3 weeks and this splint and go from there, like take an x-ray.
Okay.
And then basically see what the people down here say. You know, even if I'll have to pay, you know, a couple $1,000s for rehab or whatever, it's worth it in the long run.
So you're paying for the rehab out of pocket then?
It's the price I pay to being here. I need to figure this out and get this fixed because obviously I need to get back and playing.
John is a breadwinner and we really depend on his salary. And the team is anxious for John to rehab his injury and get back as quickly as possible because he's one of the top scorers on the team. I feel like right now My priority is getting the house ready and getting ready for having a baby, and your priority is getting ready to play again. And we can kind of coexist in the same place.
Probably get sick of me here.
I know I will.
I'll try not to get in your way.
If John thinks being home for his recovery means working out in the mornings and then playing video games all day, there's no way. I'm gonna put John to work, that's for sure. We both have a lot on our plates right now, and we kind of have to get everything done.
We'll have so much time.
Well, no, not really. This baby's gonna be here before we know it.
There better be an elevator, guys. I don't think I'd make it up there.
I can't even make it up this part.
Our life in Austria is amazing because I don't have to work so much, and it's all just family time for us.
Oh, here we go.
Oh my goodness.
So we're going to this giant slide, and it's just a really beautiful scenery, and it's also a lot of fun for the kids.
Oh my God.
Whoa.
Look how pretty. Are you scared?
Yeah, a little bit.
Carter, Dad's scared. You gotta hold his hand.
Please.
Carter and Jamie are really close. Carter's also really into hockey, so they share that bond as well.
I want to die.
Oh my goodness, Mark.
Chloe and Jamie are the cutest thing ever. You know, he'll paint her nails. She just loves him so much, and I will never hold a candle to Dad in Austin's world, and that's okay with me.
Let's go on the slide.
All right, let's do it.
Yes.
It's really important that Austin is a kid again while we're in Austria. He puts a lot of pressure on himself back home to be the man of the house. So I think he's more confident and more relaxed when we're all together. Good luck, Oz! Oh my God! Good jump on him.
Oh my goodness.
Jamie plays for the KAC, and when we're in Austria, Austin plays for the KAC team as well on the under 11 team.
Ready?
Yeah.
Have fun, buddy.
Okay.
Whose puck is it?
Mine.
Your puck, yeah?
Playing in Austria is really special for Austin because his dad gets to watch him.
What's the most important thing out there?
Skate.
Skate and have fun.
Okay.
Love you. I'll be watching.
There he is. I can tell because he skates exactly like you.
Coaches said that too. Just thinking maybe if I play like 8 more years, maybe we could play on the same line together. Maybe he could be my centerman. Can you
Didn't you
handle?
play with a 16-year-old recently?
Yeah, last year. Come on, buddy. Oh, there it is. Oh, buddy.
Jamie definitely had some pressure from his own father to become a professional hockey player. He grew up as a boy from Edmonton, wanting to be the next Wayne Gretzky.
For me to watch the boys is like amazing. If they'd never ever wanted to play, that would be totally fine with me.
Of course. Feeling the pressure to please his father kind of weighed on Jamie. So when he was drafted into NHL, just 18 years old, I think he wasn't quite ready to handle that. I don't think he was ready mentally to believe in himself enough to succeed in the NHL. Just to see his little face light up.
It's so cool.
We are the total opposite with our kids because as a child, you should just be in it to have fun. Oh, you got it, right?
Yeah, wrap around.
Ah, that's great.
Watch, he's gonna look.
Please look at us.
We're here. We're here, buddy.
We're here.
How long into the pregnancy when you had the miscarriage?
Well, I have 3, so
Holy cow.
We've been wanting kids for a long time, but it hasn't worked yet.
I feel like it has to go this way.
Tried that 3 times.
John and I aren't on the same page right now.
You didn't tell me this. Read me all the instructions. Don't just skip through some.
Your hips high?
Yeah.
Slowly you go down.
Oh, that's fucking torture.
I just got back to Montreal. I was in Toronto for a couple days, and right now, Brennan's packing in London. I've been extremely stressed out, so I think it could be good for my brain to sweat a bit. What if I drop it in my face? I need my face to work.
I'm there.
Oh, yeah, my big guns. Wow.
You good?
Ow! I thought Brandon Pross was the most painful person on this planet. I think you beat him. The next couple days, Brandon will be leaving for Nuremberg, and I never assumed that he would sign, and then literally 4 days later, he would be gone. It's crazy.
I did not sleep last night. I fucking hate when it happens.
I'm like a professional sleeper. Like, I can sleep anywhere at any moment. But recently, it's been a little harder. My brain is always racing just because I'm thinking about 1 million things.
Pas capable de dormir, là, pas une hostie de minute, là. J'étais sans connaissance, là, je pense au mariage, je pense à plein de petites cochonneries, là. Ça me rendait folle.
I was hoping we could do it this summer, but we haven't set a date yet. Now that Brandon is going to Germany, the whole wedding thing seems a little impossible for me because I don't want to be stuck planning it by myself and taking all the decisions.
I told Brendan I was having anxiety about the wedding. It's too much work. It's too fucking crazy.
I wanted to get married, but now that he's leaving, it seems so complicated. It's just like, maybe we should wait another year.
First time for everything. I still have a lot that I have to do before the baby comes. So even though he has one arm, I'm gonna put John to work.
Okay, can I read the instructions?
They won't let you leave the hospital unless the car seat's installed. It's really important that we both figure out how to do it together. So we don't need this part right now, right? We're just installing the base.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, there's the belt there on there. The gesture must be on the right side of the base.
The what?
Do not twist belt.
Well, it is twisted.
Make sure arrows and connectors are facing up. Are they facing up?
But it's loose.
Doesn't matter.
But this seems not right. I feel like John is skipping some information. He's rushing through it, and it's making me frustrated. See, I feel like it has to go this way.
Come on, just try it the other way.
No, look. The adjuster's on this side.
Tried that 3 times.
See, why is this sitting like this? This just isn't making sense. See, you didn't tell me this. Route latch belt through base belt path. Read me all the instructions. Don't just like skip through some. Oh God, this is so hard.
Okay, this side's gotta go in. Just pull, make sure it's tight. Oh my goodness.
Is that it?
Wasn't that, painful?
You just have to read the instructions.
I figured it out.
If this is any indicator on how we'll do as parents, I'm pretty embarrassed. We gotta figure out our communication with this baby because otherwise...
You listened to me, which was nice.
John and I aren't on the same page right now. It's pretty worrisome.
Mark's gonna be on the road for a week, so I'm gonna meet my friend Jessie Braun for drinks so we can catch up. I do find it hard in San Jose to stay busy. I get lonely when Mark's on the road. I love my life with Mark, don't get me wrong, but I had the feeling of emptiness. Jessie is Justin Braun's wife. He is Mark's D partner.
How's Justin? Justin's fine. How's his defense partner? I heard he's lacking.
Also, Jessie and Justin have a daughter. Her name is Madison, and she is the cutest thing ever, and I adore her.
Can I have one picture of Madison, like a recent? Okay. This is her when she passes out in the middle of the room with her horse.
I can't believe it.
So that's her now.
You'll be happy to hear that we're gonna retry
to have babies?
Have a baby. Yes.
I know.
Are you serious?
Yes. I mean, having a baby would change our lives for the better, but It's not gonna be a walk in the park, but I do think I'm ready for that.
We're not getting our hopes too high.
Okay. How'd you get him to change his mind?
I think time helped. It was after we had all the bad luck, like not getting pregnant and a few miscarriages.
We've been wanting kids for a long time, but it hasn't worked yet.
So 2 years of bad luck, 1 miscarriage, and then you're like, oh, you know what, it's just 1 bad luck, and then another one. And then,
How long was it into the pregnancy when you had the miscarriage?
Well, I had 3, so.
Holy cow.
We had one at like 7 weeks, which was the longest. Like,
You actually never told me any of this.
Because like, even if I get sad, I just always went, well, that's just what it is.
It's just easier to put up a tough exterior and not have everyone come hug you and tell you how sad they are for you and how sorry they feel, because that's not gonna help.
How'd Mark handle it?
Mark did not handle it so good because, you know, these guys are used to everything working their way. So he was kind of freaked out. He's like, well, why isn't it working?
Mark wanted to take a break and trying to have a baby because he takes it as a failure. And everything's been good to him his whole life. So yeah, it's hard for him.
And it's not a fail, but it's his first fail in his life. So that's why he went, no kids, we're done. We tried, we did it, no kids. And that's when—
He wasn't used to like the heartstrings being pulled and like the emotional.
Yeah. So that's the time we told you guys we're not having
We're
kids.
not having kids anymore. And I was like, so sad for you, because I could see it in your face. Like, you know, it's a group decision. I'm like, bull crap. I wanted to call you out, but
you should have. You should have.
I think adding a baby to our relationship would be great. It feels impossible to be closer, but I think it would bring us closer. I'm excited to see Mark as a dad.
I'm so happy for you.
Are you okay with your NHL career to be over?
Obviously, my NHL career is over.
Is it? Is it not?
I haven't stepped foot in that hospital. I'm a little bit nervous about having the baby there. There's a lot of really sad emotions that are tied to that hospital.
I can feel the words running through your veins. When they said your life will never be the same. I could be your helium.
You guys ready? Do I have the tickets?
Like, no way.
I do. Are you kidding? I was just tricking you.
I'm really excited to just be back in the rink live and watching Jamie's game tonight.
I don't know where he's supposed to go. Here. Oh, here?
The team asked Austin if he wants to open up the game tonight, which entails carrying the flag around the ice.
I'm so excited. You're gonna do so good, I know it.
Austin is so obsessed with hockey, and to be out on the ice is like the ultimate honor. To see my child out there is so unbelievably special. When I see Jamie and Austin together, it's just incredible. It just makes everything worth it. And I don't worry about anything with my business or anything else, because having these moments together are really crucial in my child's life. Jamie's season's been going absolutely amazing. He's been killing it. I can't say enough about the KC team. They have no idea what they've done for us in our life. To finally have a team that believes in him, they will never know how much that means to us. I think it's gonna be extremely hard for him to give that up someday. He will never say this out loud, but I think that deep down he's afraid of losing that identity. This is what he's done since he's 2 years old. He's played ice hockey, so it'll be an adjustment for all of us. And I don't think that we're quite ready for that yet.
Where did I put my to-do list?
Did you find it?
Yeah. I still have less than a month to go until I will be induced, but if I do go into labor anytime early, the doctor won't stop it. I'm definitely afraid of the chances of going into labor early. The fear of not knowing what to do, it's pretty scary. So if I go into labor, take this bag and whatever bag I have with my stuff in it, drive to the hospital. We check in, and then I don't really know what happens after that. I don't want to think about it because I'm nervous about it. What do you think?
Yeah, I'm nervous, Obviously, you're the one that has to perform and, pop a kid out of you and stuff. But for me, my mom passed away a year ago, and, that's the biggest thing for me. I'd love to, give her a grandchild.
John's mom was amazing.
Bye, Mama. Love you. Keep getting strong, okay?
She really dedicated many years to helping John with his hockey career, and I don't think John would have made it as far as he has in hockey without his mom.
That's always gonna be something that hurts,
I haven't stepped foot in that hospital, and I think maybe that's why I haven't registered yet. And the last time I was in the hospital, I was calling John. John was in Russia. Had to tell him that his mom passed away, and so there's a lot of really sad emotions that are tied to that hospital. I'm a little bit nervous about having the baby there, just because of the memories the last time I was there. I'm sad, and I know it's gonna be hard for John to go back to that hospital knowing that that was the last place that his mom was alive at.
Going there always brings back bad memories, but I think, having the birth there will definitely be a positive, so.
It's hard for me when things are going on at home.
It's so many sacrifices that you have to make. I don't know that the choices that we've made are the right ones. There's so many times that I just want to give up.
I also gotta clean out my truck, hon?
That's gonna take 2 minutes, no? Brandon got back to Montreal last night, and he's actually leaving today. Of course, there's moments that I'm like, this fucking sucks. I want a normal life. I want to have, a house and have my dog with me and have kids and be like everybody else, but this is not us.
I can't wait for the kitchen to be finished. This was the worst timing ever to do this.
To add to my stress, I got a new show that I'm doing. They're renovating my condo. I don't know why I decided to do that. When I'm working 100 hours a week and my boyfriend is about to leave to Germany. Yeah, I'm completely crazy.
Do you do gifts for Christmas?
Do you think you deserve a gift?
Oh, you're so painful.
Yeah, I want a couch.
Thanks.
What?
You want a couch?
I want a couch.
Ow. Babe, you really hit me in the fucking nuts there, eh?
I'm sorry, baby. I didn't mean to hurt your balls. Okay, are your balls okay? Do you want a balls massage?
Yes.
We're always teasing each other no matter what the situation is. I think that's how we communicate.
Did you see that all the English media got a news out yesterday?
Yeah.
So was it controlled this time, or it was from my mistake?
No, it was announced like it was supposed to be.
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
It wasn't bad intention.
How many times have you fucking opened your mouth when you shouldn't have?
Not once.
Oh,
Not once.
I'm gonna make a book, every chapter is
Start your little book, baby.
I will.
Is the team good? Are they going to playoffs, or?
Yeah, they're in first place.
They're in first place? Oh, so me being excited for you to come back in February, that's not happening.
Probably not.
It's longer than I expected. In my head, he was only going for a couple months. We go from surprise to surprises all the time. So it's always what is the next surprise gonna be?
I want to go over there and play a lot and do well.
It's just that it's 6-hour flight and
7.5, but who's counting?
And 6-hour time difference.
Having now 6 hours between us in an ocean We just have to make sure that we communicate and FaceTime and talk as much as we can. And everything should be fine, but you never know.
And do you think that if you play there this year, they're gonna want to re-sign you for next year?
As long as I play well.
And are you okay with your NHL career to be over?
I would say my NHL career is over.
Is it? Is it not? Well, I thought that when you were going to Europe, you couldn't come back. So you can play there, have a like 6 season, and then next year sign with like an NHL team?
Well, that's what I'm hoping.
There's a fine line between being positive and being realistic. I think that Brandon wanting to come back to the NHL, I mean, it's not impossible, but I think it would be pretty hard. I don't want him to get his hope high and then be disappointed again, because I saw that too many times this fall.
So obviously, you know, it's harder.
Yeah.
You know, you'd rather play over here.
But it's better to play there to not play at all.
Yeah, exactly.
I saw him so depressed, like his ego took a massive strike this season. I want to see him smile again. I want to see him play. I want to see him feel accomplished. And it was so hard for me to witness because there's nothing I could do about it. The tough side is obviously we're going to be apart, and it happens at the exact moment where things are finally getting better between us.
I love being in Austria so much. I think that as Jamie's getting older, we're just enjoying it more and more.
All right, buddy. Good night.
How do you deal with it being so quiet here all the time?
The transitions are tough from summertime home chaos to coming here alone. It's nice for a day or two, and then it just stinks.
I can't imagine.
It's obviously harder for you. It's hard for me when things are going on at home. I feel like useless. It's tough.
It's so many sacrifices that you have to make in this life when you're bouncing back and forth. And I don't know that the choices that we've made are the right ones for my family. We're just trying our best to make it work for all of us. There's so many times that I just like want to give up and like just, you know, stop everything and just come here and just be here. There's moments that I just want to say, like, forget it, I'm done. You know, I just want to give up my business and give up everything and go there and be with him. But we have 3 kids to raise and we have 3 kids to put through college. So it's just not a reality.
What you've done for me in the last 13 years, it's amazing. Just that drive that you have, handling 3 kids and work and hockey practice, and you know, you got 3 showings today, and I feel like since you've started your business, I'm a better player because I don't have that pressure and I don't have that feeling that I used to have having to support a family of 5.
That's good to hear. You've gotten to do what you love, and you're still going at almost 36, and that's amazing, honey. You should be so proud of yourself because you worked your whole life for this, and there isn't just one way to make it. You've made it.
Thanks, honey.
I knew when I met Jamie 12 years ago that it was going to be a long journey. I definitely didn't expect anything that's going on in our life right now, but I wouldn't change it for the world.
Hey,
You're not used to it yet?
why do I feel like I'm the only one who's sad?
I'm kind of excited to play hockey again.
You wander through my life into the setting sun. Here am I.
life is kind of ruled by hockey, which is a little annoying, but you can never know. It doesn't come with a book that tells you, so here's gonna be what your life's gonna be like. You can read it, and if you don't want to sign in for it, well, walk away now, before it's too late. Nothing will be easy. Every time you think that you can finally settle down and have some sort of a normal life, you'll get traded. Your career is gonna stop. You're gonna go through injuries, and just be ready for anything.
I mean, I always thought I would end up playing in Europe eventually, you know? End of my career, I just thought maybe more when I was 36, 37. Not 33, but like this was like my last chance. You know, if I didn't take these offers that were coming in now, then teams would have already like moved on because their season's half over, so.
It's gonna be a transition for him, for sure. Brandon liked the status of being in the NHL. Like, he's used to have so much attention, and I think it's gonna be really tough for him to be there by himself.
Do you want to get married, or you want to wait until next year? Like, I don't want to plan a wedding that you have no say about it. You're gonna be 6 hours time difference, and I know that I'm gonna call you and say, like, do you want this or that? And you're gonna be like, I don't give a fuck.
What, we're not gonna have like any communication?
Yeah, but I know that when you're gonna be over there, you won't feel like talking about this.
Yes, I will. Hon, what did I say? This is the woman's job, is to plan a wedding.
I hate when he says that. It makes me so angry. He says that he did his job, which was proposing, and I have to plan a wedding. Not happening.
It's not my job.
You want the big fat wedding. You want a big dress.
I don't.
You want to be the queen of the party.
No, I don't. We all know that's you.
No, it's you, baby.
I think that Brandon is using that humor and like teasing mode to protect himself, because I think he doesn't know what he's getting himself into, and I think he's feeling very vulnerable at this moment.
Why do I feel like I'm the only one who's sad?
Well, I mean, I'm kind of excited to play hockey again.
Yeah.
And I'm excited for the opportunity.
I hate being back.
You're not used to it yet?
In the air and sand on our feet.
It's only like temporary.
It's never easy to be separate and to be living in two different countries. But I love him, I support him, and I'm always gonna stand by his side. Like, the whole thing is fine with him leaving. I'm kind of used to it, but it's that specific moment where you have to say goodbye that I'm never gonna get used to.
Now I'm far away.
It'll be okay, don't worry.
Next time on Married to the Game.
That's the one?
Yeah, that's the one.
Alex is so excited. I think he's in shock a little bit.
Group hug.
Has my husband ever had to figure out how to take 3 kids to work with him? No. And I actually said to him, has anyone ever asked you, when are you gonna be home for your family?
Sometimes what's hard with you is that your life doesn't change ever. I just feel like sometimes we're on 2 different beats.
Just be careful.
I'm a mom now.
You did amazing. I don't know how I'm gonna be here for 10 days and then say goodbye to him.
I don't want to think about it.